Guys, we're back. So, here's what we got. We got almost all of the tree finished, pretty much. We were trying to look into Gwen's kids, but I'm not sure. I think maybe we need to look into, Starlet. His first roles were under Walter Forsythe, so that's his real name. Although he doesn't mention her by name, you determine from context. An apology to all the ladies. I'm actually taken. Earlier this year, I did a friend a favor. He was directing a war movie, asked me to play a small part. He cut me from the picture. I'm just ribbing. It wasn't his fault. I just got to laugh, though. I met someone. She spent most of the film crying. She's playing a soldier's wife. Even through the tears, she was incredible. I know I tend to have a reputation, but this one's true love, and I have eyes only for her. American reader on vacation in Paris claims to have overheard Wild Bill and Gwen arguing in public. She was holding a baby and visibly pregnant. Not long after, Gwen announced she was divorcing him and that she was pregnant again, giving this rumor more credibility. So, this is Walter. I was wondering if that's what his name was, Walter Forsythe. And I feel that these two are their names because she said alliteration. So Robert and Ronald would be their names. And I'm thinking Cornwall is her dad's name. But we need to look more into... I'm trying to figure out which one November would be. Because there's only a few... excuse me. A few kids' pictures left. So she'd be somewhere in here, but I don't know where. And we still don't know about Elias Jr. Periodicals. Let's go to Business Watch. Nothing relevant. I'm still trying to find the other picture of Raina. Because I have no idea where that picture is. And I have no idea who this is. So if I can... I mean, who else is in the picture? Who else do I not have pictured, or not have filled in? I have those two, the boys. That's fine, we're done. Yeah, so November's the only one that's not, because I'm feeling like that's November. I just don't know who November is. And then we've got these. Who would she be? They said Sam in the picture, but they don't know why. Sam doesn't have to be a boy's name. So, who's the... Sam? Samantha. Would that be her? She married a man named Masden. She married Ernie Sr. Well, something's wrong about that one. I figure that's Sam because she says she has 3 younger brothers and the rest of them are not a part of it. And it looks like Sam's... I have a feeling Sam's the one we're talking to. So what else could we look up? Well, hold on. Okay. So we have her down. We have her down. And we have her down. That's 3. So if I do one more and those 3 are right, then we should be able to get that done. So, what is his occupation? Let me read in Laura's stuff again. Roottree Candy Company meeting. Pop argued at length. Company should stay with our branch or family since we still have the Roottree name. I'm not even sure Clancy would have wanted it. He's the one who was volunteered. Instead, it ended up going to Zach. So I'm guessing Clancy is the oldest of her brothers because then, I mean, technically, the oldest son is always named Junior. And then after that, you name your kids different names if you're going to go with Junior. And she's older than Zach. I'm the next oldest of all of us. But he just left. Cuss words Pop used when he told Mom it wouldn't go to us. Mother never, ever the quick-witted, at least with catty remarks, countered back. Maybe they wanted it to go to the only member of the family who looks like he samples the product. Ouch. I didn't even realize that. That was a fat-shaming joke. Ouch. From a previous entry, you'll learn that Elias Roottree had given in to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in the family gatherings. Gwen had been pushing to include Sam for some time, Lauren writes. Why Sam? I have many distant relatives I've never met. After all, Granny had sisters and Granddad had a brother or 2. But I was told to trim their branches from the family tree. So why is Sam special? Nothing adds up. And I'm not the only one to realize. Angie summoned all the next kids in secret meetings. Gwen's in Paris, but the rest of us including Miracle's boy, has spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. I didn't recognize Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. At the reception, when I asked who Sam was, Pop shushed me and said it was complicated. Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands, E.C. and John. When he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on his way to work. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother, even chimed in. Apparently, when he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago, Sam gave him some old tools and taught him how to make a bike's engines faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seems thrilled. Blood is thicker than syrup. Why is Granddad making an exception now? See, I don't know how this works. So there's 10 things on here I need to find. Did I find them? Yeah, no, I don't. See, this is confusing. Numbers in magnifying glass offer how many clues are connected to a specific piece of evidence. When you find more evidence or lock in family members, new discoveries will be added to the list, and old evidence will become less useful. Trust your intuition. Does that mean it gets rid of evidence when I do them? Oh! Yeah, there's nothing here now. So that means I still have 10 pieces of evidence on that page? My brothers all seem to pursue paths of knowledge, and the most rebellious thing any of us ever did was bringing home someone who would be illegal to marry. Go anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Pop seems to have gotten over it because Edward is set to take over his department once he retires. So her brother Edwin would have been a lawyer, right? Let's just do some guesses here. Let's say Edwin's the youngest. And lawyer. Okay, so no. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. So I wonder if Edwin is this one then. Or Edward, sorry. I keep saying Edwin, that's because that's what my grandfather's name. That? Well, she said Edwin married somebody. Maybe I should copy that information. There's still one here. What are the names? What was her name? Her name was Patricia. There was two Patricias. Christensen and Jones. Let's see. Also, I'm sorry if you're hearing my Discord go off. A bunch of people talking to me. Hmm. Speak history of Kent. What's the name of the Charles Lee? Ah! Gwendolyn. Oh yeah, this tells me the names of the babies. Or names of the first ones. Yeah. There's still 10 on this one too. Or is that the... Yeah, 1, 1, 10. Swashbuckle my heart. I wonder if there's something... Re-released as X marks the spot. Control C. Da-da. Oh, so you're gonna be a brat and do that. Okay, fine then. Nothing relevant in investigation was found in the public library. Suggestion test for typos. Published under a different name. There we go. Revisiting the diary 10 years later. There we go. Oh boy. I knew I was missing something. Left cover. Your diary opens to explosive incident that happened in the decades between the release and re-release. Elias had died. During the reading of his will, there was an audible gasp when a certain name was read aloud, Samantha Roottree. Although Sam and her children were not meant to receive monetary insurance, he had a stipulation that retained the rights to run. So she ran the farm and any and all decisions related to it? It was then that the scandalous secret came out. None of the 5 pieces were surprised, but it was quite a shock to everyone else, including Sam. Apparently, Sam was the illegitimate daughter of Elias Jr. and Patricia Christensen. Patricia, the daughter of a local steel mogul, and Eli had harbored a secret romance. At age 16, she became pregnant. Her father refused to let her see Eli again. Her baby, Samantha, was sent to the Roottrees. Elias hid her away with a local farmhand known as E.C. Patricia was married off to a much older man and sent away, and that was the end of that, almost. None of the next gens had ever met or heard of Patricia until she unexpectedly reappeared, now going by Patsy. After Patsy's husband died, she reunited with Eli Jr. and their family got married. Taken another lover. Lauren Ever, the romantic, quite appreciated this. While Patsy and Eli Jr. finally married, decided that Sam should have been a Roottree in the first place, even though she was not part of the clan's trust. He wanted to include her in the family affairs. That's what led to Lauren's initial entry entitled Sam. Okay, sorry, I was reading those messages because they just kept popping up. My friend needs to learn how to write more than one thing in a sentence. Okay, so Patricia Christensen. So Patricia and him had Sam, but Sam wasn't allowed to be a part of the family because Patricia's father said no and married her off to somebody else. Does that make her CEO though if she was... Okay, page of additional notes, context from 10-year anniversary really. Clearly I did not know our true family history when I wrote this. I didn't even know Sam was a Roottree. All of my doubts were ill-founded. She's a fine woman. Had she had the chance to grow up with us, Sam might have been A sister figure Gwen never was. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her and her children. Ernie Jr. As a bonus, Gwyneth has a green thumb of her mother and her adopted grandfather. What I'm most ashamed of is not figuring it all out myself. Sam's a spitting image of Patsy with her jet black hair and green eyes. She doesn't have the thick glasses Patsy did, of course, but I guess that skips a generation. Her children have that covered. It's hard to explain the look on Pop's face when they read that the farm's operations would pass to Samantha, for as long as she was willing. I got flashbacks to when Zach was made president. Mother reframed it a bit to calm him down. Sam wouldn't receive any candy money, after all. Pop warned us away from that farm for years. I never met EC in person, but Pop once referred to him as a confirmed bachelor. And I suspect that's why he kept us from there. Sam had to grow up in a house with him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. Oh, I wonder if him and Mr. Miller were an item. That's what he meant by confirmed bachelor. I'm not sure Sam will ever forgive Uncle Junior or Patsy for abandoning her to that life. If I were her, I might never forgive them either. But even so, she seems to blame more than just the two of them. She has no problems with us next gens, but she has palpable hatred for the Five Pieces and Elias and Gwen. Reading this back, I got deja vu as I wrote the addendum. Clark's gotten married again. No Roottree has ever remarried. Sure, I lost Jacob and Gwen divorced Wild Bill just before she had her second. Not even I can blame her for that. I've seen what he gets up to in Charlotte, but neither of us ever took a second husband. With the way the world is moving, I guess it was inevitable that someone in this family would remarry. I just wish it wasn't my son. Clark's apparent disrespect for marriage is due to the lack of a real father. I did what I could, and Lord knows Eli C. stepped up and helped. More than I can say for Clancy or Edward. Eli C. practically raised Clark and Jim as brothers. Okay, so Jim's father is Eli C. Or Elias C. Okay. Eli's marriage seems fine, and Jim's marriage solid a rock, all intended. So who knows what's to cause these things. I suspect that he's marrying Jane to keep her from running out on the band. Without her, he'd be a third wheel, and I imagine they won't last long as a trio. But still, I don't think a marriage on such a shaky foundation can last. And Lord knows I was right this time. So Eli C. is Jim's dad. The biggest complaint I got from my publishing diary was how many similar names there are, and I get it. There are 4 Elis for Pete's sake. But that's how it is. Someday when you say, I saw Eli in town, and I wouldn't know which one you meant, my brother, my uncle, my cousin, that's why they become Uncle Junior or Miracles Eli or Eli C. Our family's names were always unusual. Grandpa Elias was a believer in using the names of each generation to honor those that in the last. His father and Grandma Gwyneth's father were named Edward and Clancy. So now you see where my pop's name came from. One thing that's always been consistent in the family, anytime someone's a junior, they're always the firstborn son. That goes for Miracle, Eli, and Clancy. With the women, however, it all goes out the window. I think Gwendolyn got her name from some combination of Gwyneth and Carolyn, who was Elias's mother. Women's names tend to get all mixed up. I guess that's because there's no female equivalent of junior. And if you're reading my diary and confused, you're probably not alone. Even the government had problems. I remember once receiving certified mail for Edward Clancy Roottree. I had to break the news They had gotten my father's name backwards. Huh. Well, keep that in mind, Lauren. Apparently, this is the first thing she could find that she ever wrote. She knows it was for a school assignment, but anger. She believes based on the teacher's name, she must have been her third grade teacher. She doesn't exactly remember. I got angry when I met a new girl who I do not like. She was dirty and did not have a pretty dress. Me and Pop walked home in town and she hugged him. When I told her he was my Pop, she pushed me. I got angry and yelled at her, and Pop said to treat her nice. Then she said, "Your Pop is my dad." She screamed it louder in my ear. She was lying to me, and lying is not a nice thing. So I pushed her too, and then I got in trouble. Then Pop took her away. He told me, "Don't worry, I'm glad she's gone." Oh. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. So is Elias C. So Elias C is his. So I was right. So Elias looks like their dad. So, yeah, that looks like him. That looks like him a lot. So then this one must be Edward. So someone somewhere is wrong. So I've got one is a housewife, Sam is a housewife, and these two as lawyers, but they're not lawyers. She said took over the family business. So what if he's part of his? So what if he's not that? What if he's a CEO? Maybe. Or maybe she's the CEO? Well, she's... model, musician, news anchor, nurse, screenwriter, secretary. Yeah, I don't know because... She said Sam took over, or his dad, or Elias gave her the stuff. Don't know. Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother and her adopted grandfather. Adopted grandfather? Oh, green thumb? Does that mean she's, like, what? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. That's a real hard one. Because it says green thumb. So then wouldn't she be like a... doesn't have thick glasses. I got flashbacks to when Zach was made president. It's worth a shot. Clark's gotten married again. So this is when Clark got, Edward and Clancy, so you see where my pop's name came from. Let's see if they have anything. Nope. Do they have his full name on there? Yes, they did. Well, he sent him to military school, so I'm wondering if Clancy Jr. was in the military. So do I just have the names or the pictures mixed up? That go there and that go there? I don't know. The jobs and the pictures are the problems I'm having. Plus all these names that I haven't figured out yet. Oh boy. Okay. So, let's see if we can find at least one we can get. So she said that, who was it? Edward was going to take over for Dad's business. Let me go back to the original one. Oh, Clark now has 2 on his instead of 10. Okay, so then Pennsylvania. Called Clark. Pop forced Clancy to send him to the academy. They all aspire to be musicians, artists, and dancers. All sorts of nonsense. So who's the dancer? I know the musicians and the artists, so who's the dancer? Well, she's got a green thumb, so I don't think she would be the dancer. So would it be this one? Okay, so your name is Roottree. It's got to be Roottree because your dad's name is Roottree. So Christina, November, or Tessa? So let's look at November. Roottree. You probably already tried this. Did I spell it wrong? I might have spelled it wrong. I don't think there's an either. Okay, so, Starlet. That. That's a little Okay, let's see if there's anybody else we're missing stuff on. Wilson is this one. Is he a teacher or something? Professor? Because it said go to the academy. What was it? You know what? Let's just go back through. Did root. I did the maple crisps. Trick. First names of the famous Roottree. List the answers. Carly Rose, but apparently her parents had planned to name a son Carl. Or finding out Carly strongly expressed her dislike that her sisters had RH names and she would be the odd one out. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Let's see if we can find anything. Watchman of the Year thing. Man, this sucks because I'm trying to find more. There was a thing in Tommy's. Next-year absent, Carson returned. Now with partial amnesia, he called drug runners. None of it seems to be related to the Rootrees. Well, I'm sorry. I'm trying to go each route, okay? Alright, let's go back to the evidence here. Okay, we got nothing in there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Says I got nothing there, but I don't know all those pictures. That one either. Or that one. So, something else on here. She's listing your evidence. Diamond LaRue, Jim Roottree, Elias Roottree. There's something else that's here. Diamond Dazzlers, Son of Laughter, Cherry Tree. Oh. Also mentions to contact her agent. All inquiries about her past and her sister will be. Okay, so what am I missing here? Top 20 hit. Middle East, trick them into carrying. Say roller coasters and discos. I already did that guy's name. I did Jim's name already. But for some odd reason, there's still one more thing here. I don't know what. Okay. That has one still. Okay, so these still have clues in it too. One who had any discipline was Carl, but that's because Pop forced Clancy to send him to the academy. Maybe I'm getting old. So, Edward married an illegal woman. That's all done. 3. C practically raised Clark and Jim. Eli's marriage seems fine, and Jim's marriage seems solid as a rock, so who knows what causes these things, especially, I suspect that he's marrying Jane. Oh, there's 4 here. CBAPS. Hold on. Hold on here, hold on. C would be Clancy. Well, it said usually they're named after something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's still 4 clues there. There's 5 things here. There's still 5 clues on this? The biggest one is this one. How is there 5 clues in this one? Baby! Stephanie may have grown up in an unconventional family, say least, but her words is full-time love. Now 22 years later, baby due. Felicity your daughters bring. I don't know. So we know that that's how the boys go. I don't know whether that's Clancy or that's Clancy, but I'm kind of leaning towards these two. And she said that all of her brothers were academics. So was he the one that was the professor? Well, it says that all of her brothers got into, like, no, I don't think. Oh, wait, whoa. Hold on, was it this, then? Is it this? It's that! Oh my god, that's what was wrong! 4 entries are correct. Clancy. Oh, okay, so the other two are not. Linus Cornwell, Forsyth, Walter, Christensen, Ernest. Damn. Booyah! Okay, so those two are farmers. Okay. So these two are wrong, but that one was right. I figured he was a professor. Okay, and her parents' names are right, so the only one we don't know is who married Miracle. Out of the 5 pieces. We still don't know who married Hudson. And we don't know who married these guys. If there was a way I could figure out which academy it was. UCU. Oh, the one that his cousin goes for. What is it? Fuck. Chris Rafferty, or the one. There's the one that was Rafferty. Gwen. Chris Rafferty. Go Tartans. Carnegie Mellon University. Where's Chris? I need Chris again. Because Chris is the one who says his cousin goes to a specific school. So Davey's going to a specific school, which I'm wondering if it's the school that. And who the fuck are you? I don't remember looking you up. Oh, the Satan's Plague thing. Yeah, okay. You're the one that does the. Where's Chris Rafferty again? UConn. University of Connecticut, and that Davy Kellogg IV is on their swim team, the Huskies. Okay, so what things am I missing now? Two in names, one in anger. One in names and two in Clark. Eli's marriage seems fine. Okay. Oh, so there's three. Left here now. Huh. So it went from 5 to 3 just from that. So was the C actually for Clancy? But she still got 5 on hers. Oh, this one only got 1. Legally married. Pop seems to. So Edward married somebody who's illegal. So I'm wondering if November is his. I don't know what her occupation is though, but I'm guessing dancer, since she said I don't know. Yeah, I'm almost all done over here except for his wife. And I don't know what his wife's name is. And oh god, I've been running really long. This is an hour and 6 minutes. Alright, okay. I think that's what we'll end it today. At least we got the rest of this filled in and we got some of the random like option extras in. I might try to do some more in another episode, but I think that's it for now. I will see you guys later, and hopefully we'll have more to talk about later. Bye!